welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last episode, I did some pretty interesting quests here in the epic storyline, and now I'm ready to continue. I think the Rangers are finally ready to depart for the south, so it's time to do just that.
We will all gather again for a rest at Gwingris in Eregion.
Our preparations are complete, and some of the Dunedain have already mounted their horses and begun to ride. You do the same or engage one of the horses at the stables, and we will be off. Lothrandir and I have chosen a course that will take us south in several legs, the first of which leads through the Trollshaws and into Eregion. We will meet up in Gwingris in Eregion, Kippen, and we will have a rest. Alright. So let's head to Gwingris, I guess.
How can I be of service?
After riding south. I mean, I'm assuming all I have to do is actually show up there. Yeah, it looks like the quest marker is pointing me right into the town here. Now I realized something. Part of the issues as to why some of the previous seasons had music that was really loud, comparatively speaking, is because the music levels are not balanced from map to map. For example, the music is fairly soft in the Trollshaws, and then it's a lot louder here. So, there's all that. That quest ring in here, by the way, that's from a repeatable quest. I just feel like I need to stress that every time I come across a quest ring popping up on the minimap.
The first leg of our journey is complete, but not without incident.
My horse, Aramberdir, has drawn up lame. There is something wrong with one of his shoes, and he cannot go unless something is done. Halbarad says I should just engage another horse, and I have been speaking to the elves here, and they have given me another idea. Apparently, a skilled farrier has recently passed through Gwingris. This farrier, London by name, could certainly repair Aramberdir's shoes. I understand that London left Gwingris heading east. If you find him and convince him to return, we will have been delayed but little. So let's go find this fine horseshoe maker. 1,000 miles it looks like. Let me take a look at the map. I don't see the quest ring. I don't really see the quest ring. Maybe I'm just going crazy. There's not really any swift travel locations to the east, though, that I could get to. So it doesn't matter. I have to go across this giant mountain range here. I don't know how to cut across. Assuming if I head south enough, I'll be able to go through. You guys remember climbing that tower in the Eregion season, I'm sure, on the deeds. Hidden deed to get up there. Alright, let's see. Man, and I'm gonna have to ride all the way back. I should have set my milestone over there. We're getting there. Pretty close now. He did ride off quite a long ways away. I wonder what he's doing all the way over here. There's really not much here.
Careful, stranger. There's a group of Uruks in these parts.
Of great size and strength. I saw them not 2 hours ago. They were passing north, and though I could understand little of their cruel speech, it seems to me that they were seeking treasure. There are ruins throughout these lands, you know. These Urks would like nothing better than a chance at plunder. London listens to your account of Ceradan's plight and agrees to tend to the needs of his horse Aramberdir. His face then freezes in a mask of fear. The Urks! They're coming back, prepare to fight. Let me get off my horse then. Here they come, help me fight them off. There we go, excellent. Thank you, friend. I will speak with you again back at Gwingris. I die for Sharknuka. Alright. Man, do I really have to ride all the way back there? That's so far away. Don't I have any Region travel skill? No, I thought I had something. Maybe not. Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's see what I have. Rivendell, Rivendell. Yeah, I don't have one. Oh well. I guess we can enjoy some of the scenery and the music here. The music in Region is always very good. It's a nice map as well. Looking forward to starting season 15 after we catch up here on the epic quest. As you know, we're heading south, so as you can see, the next step south is the Innirdwith, which is of course the site of season 15, so we're getting there. Getting pretty close. That's gonna start taking us more and more towards Rohan. Big milestone as well. There, of course, is the Trollshaws.
I have fit a new shoe to Ceradan's horse. He will have no problems now.
I wonder if the same can be said for the few who live in these lands. Those Uruk spoke as if more would be coming, and we have no reason to doubt them. There has been much more activity among those creatures, many more of them on the roads in the recent weeks. I do not like it. Well, give Ceradan my thanks for sending you my way, friend Hobbit. I would have been in a great deal of trouble if you had not come along when you had, and the price of a new horseshoe is small price to pay indeed.
Aramberdir is ready to go once more.
His new shoe fits perfectly, a testament to the skill of London. I'm worried about these Uruks though. If it is true that many of the creatures have come north through the Innirdwith into Eregion, our ride south may quickly become more difficult than it had been to this point. Are they solely here for plunder, or are there other purposes that drive them? London gave to me the shoe he took from Aramberdir. It is yours, if you want it. Some people believe a shoe such as this brings good fortune. I do not think that this is the case, but I leave you to make up your own mind. I'll take it. So, I hate when developers put things like this into MMOs, because there's always like conspiracy theories about whether if you take this item with you on a raid, whether you'll get a better drop rate on things. I don't know. We'll see. I'll take it since I don't really need the other things.
The rest of the Dunedain have gone on ahead. They wait now for us.
We will meet up with the company for the next leg of the journey further south of here, at Ekadiragion. May the wind at your back speed you onward. Aramberdir and I will see how he stands up to the work of London. Until we meet again in Ekadiragion, Kippen. Okay. So a couple things. First of all, I do need to reforge. Is there a forge master here? I thought there might be, but I may be wrong. Doesn't look like there is. But let me head to Ekari Region.
Sweet-eyed Melon.
I think there is one there. So chapter 5 already, making fast progress in book 2 of volume 3. And doesn't look like there is a forge master or anything of the sort here, unfortunately. But let me go ahead and speak with the ranger.
We have received a call for aid, and Halbarad thinks we should help.
We have called a halt, Kippen, and it may be for longer than we originally intended. We have received a call for aid from a dwarf coming north from the White Mountains, and Halbarad has determined it to be serious enough to justify a stop. The dwarf's name is Fuzi Gemcutter, and he will speak with you about his problems. He will speak to anyone, it seems. Okay, so Fuzi is going to be all the way up here.
Who are you? You are no ranger.
I can see that. It is an outrage, I tell you, when the dwarves cannot take the road north from the White Mountains without fear of harassment. There we were, my father and I, when out from behind one of the large stones you see scattered everywhere in these lands jumps the largest Uruk you've ever seen. He beat his chest with a gloved hand, shouted the name of his clan, I'll never forget it, then knocked out my father Funi and dragged him off. You ask him in what direction the Sharkunak Uruk took his father, and his brow furrows with puzzlement. Sharkunak? No. The name he shouted was Ninkoth. In all the confusion, I can't remember what direction he went. But if you can find the site of the attack, which was to the east of here, you may see some tracks or something. So let me see if I can track down this Uruk. Man, I really wish I could. You know what? Let me take a pony to Ekad Dunan, because that's going to put me pretty close to that location. And then maybe I can have a forge master there. So I can reforge my legendary weapon. I like to level up legendary weapons, because if you max them out, you can deconstruct them, and then you can get runes filled with experience and all sorts of other goodies that you can put on the weapons that you actually do use. So when I'm ready to upgrade for another first stage weapon, I'll have plenty of runes to automatically level up my weapon to maximum. Okay, is there really no forge master anywhere? That's kind of annoying. There's like no town with a forge master here. Alright, I'm not going to delay the episode any further. We'll just sacrifice the experience and we'll continue on the next leg of the journey. If you guys can think way back to the Eregion season, you may kind of know where all this is headed right now. We did leave one page unturned in that season, because we couldn't until now. There's a backpack here. A confusion of tracks surrounded the fallen pack and led off to the east. Says he dropped the sack when we nabbed him. Should be around here. You will never find that dwarf. I die for the Ninkoth. Alright, so now I'm headed this way. You guys can probably see something here in the distance. And you may remember now. It may jog your memory a little bit with the scenery.
You pursue the Uruks. Your trail ends here, I am afraid.
Hail to you, hobbits. You are in pursuit of the Uruks. Your trail ends here, I'm afraid. The ruins of Minas Elendur that you see atop these cliffs here are crawling with creatures, and with worse besides. Still you intend to scour the ruins? You are brave, my friend. If I cannot dissuade you, I at least will tell you what I have learned of the place. I will not myself journey there again, not for any sum. There are strange doings going on inside Minas Elendur, and it is cursed, and its cursed cellars, and I have seen enough to last me. Alright, I guess I can take any of these. I don't really use these things, but whatever.
Well, this was the site of a terrible battle, long ago.
The elves at Gwingris would not tell me much of these ruins, but they told me enough to whet my curiosity. That this was the site of a battle long ago, and none of the people who lived here were spared the sword. But the goal of the enemy was not treasure, for the coffers were left untouched. Untouched! But there is something strange about the rooms and corridors of Minas Elendur, and the cellars of Delotham, which run beneath it. You see things sometimes, disturbing things. It is as if the horrors that fell upon the place scarred it in some way that the stones have not forgotten. It would be a brave hobbit indeed to explore the place from top to bottom. Some rooms in Minas Elendur can only be reached by stairs within Delotham, and the opposite seems to also be. I do not know why the Ninkoth Uruks have come to this place, but I feel it must be as bewildering to them as it is to me. Wherever they are keeping this dwarf for whom you are looking, it will not be easy to find. Okay, so we have a new deed that has opened up here. If you remember during the finale for Eregion, I told you that there was this deed called Exploration from Top to Bottom, which I could not complete until now. Now that I have the epic storyline, I do have the deed. I'm going to add it to my tracker here. And basically there are 23 locations inside this maze that I'm going to need to find. It's very confusing, it's very tricky, lots of rooms, lots of twists and turns, different ways to get places. So I actually want to do that on an episode by itself. So this is going to be another shorter episode, but in the next one, I'm going to explore the ruins from top to bottom. Hope you'll join me. See you next time.